Students, you are not supposed to scribble on the screen. Yes, Chanchal, am I audible?
Yes, Mombi, you're audible.
And visible also? Yes, right. I hope it's almost 9 o'clock, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Good morning, students. Good morning, all. So we got the opportunity to join a very interesting webinar, Cure Ill Without Pill, which will be conducted by Mrs. Chanchal Agarwal. So let me introduce today's mentor, Mrs. Chanchal Agarwal. She is a professor and chief East India coordinator of biggest acupressure research center of India. She is postgraduate in science with B.Ed degree. She is also a hypnotherapist from CHII, acupuncturist, auricular therapist, graphologist, and pranic healer. She is the founder of the Healing Touch, the Wellness Center, and runs her personal chamber at Salt Lake with 95% success rate. She was a biology teacher in our school, Purvanchal Vidya Mandir. So students, this session is exclusively for you all. So don't be distracted and don't unmute yourself unnecessarily. Last 15 minutes will be allotted for your query. So there is a raise hand option in the Zoom platform. If you have any query, you just raise your hand. Chanchal ma'am will call you by your name. So we all hope that we are going to enjoy today's session. Thank you, Chanchal, for being there. Now over to you, Chanchal.
Thank you so much, Mombi. Hello, everyone. Uh, there are so many beautiful faces in front of me, almost 168 number I can see. There has been a very deep connection with you all because I started my journey with your school. So it has been a long journey. There has been many changes in my career life where I started as a teacher. I taught in college, then changed my profession into acupressure and acupuncture, and then started my clinic treating people. So your school always has been very much connected to me because this is where I started. So love you all. And all of you are in class 8. 2 days back, we had a session with class 6 and 7 students. And now I can see transformation from 6 to 7 and 7 to 8 because all are very, very serious cases. So you can smile, you can interact, you can raise hand, and even you can ask queries at the end of the session. And I request every one of you to keep a notepad and pen or pencil, whatever you're using with you, because you'll get to know something very interesting as well as very important.
Oh,
So
Chanchal,
yes,
before you
Momji.
start, let me just find out whether teachers have joined or not.
Sure, sure,
Ronoy,
sure.
have
I'll
you
give
joined?
you, sure, sure,
Ronoy,
Momji. Okay.
Ronoy Pal, have you joined? Just
Yes, ma'am,
raise
I'm
your
here.
hand. Okay. And
I'm here.
Priyanka Bhomik, Priyanka Bhomik, have you joined?
I have joined.
Okay, okay, thank you. And Sharupati, I think she will join shortly. And
I have
Chanchal,
already joined. Good morning,
oh, you have
everyone.
joined.
Good morning, Mom.
Okay,
Good
good
morning,
morning, good
Chanchal.
morning. Chanchal, I hope, hi. So Sharupati, you
Good
are
morning.
co-host
Good
now.
morning, Sharupati.
Okay, you
Sure.
are a co-host now.
Yes.
So I will
Thank
read
you.
and after that you must take.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Chanchal, now it's over to you, please.
All the best,
Thank you,
Chanchal.
Momji. Thank you,
Good.
Sharupati. And all the very best to every one of you who is here because next 1 hour is a time period of a lot of responsibilities for ourselves and responsibilities for society. Because whatever we are going to learn, you are not only going to apply it for yourself, but also for your family members, friends, and whoever is in need. Whoever means a person who has sudden fallen down on the road, the person who has fainted, you can help the person. Someone who is not feeling well, when you're going out somewhere and you see someone who is not feeling well, and you can help the person instead of standing and watching the person helplessly what to do for the person. You can help the person if you know simple tips, simple areas where to give pressure to. I'll tell you an incident. I went to Shantiniketan many years back. It's a story of, I've been practicing acupressure since 19 years now. But I'm telling you the incidents almost 14, 15 years back. That means it was only 3, 4 years experience with me. And I went to Shantiniketan and it was holy time. And there was such a huge rush. And suddenly I saw in that rush, people are walking down towards a certain area, and one lady fell down. She just fell down. She was walking in front of me. She was elderly lady, 50s, 60s year old. And suddenly she fell down unconsciously. And the family members who were around her, they panicked. And someone was calling Jol Dao, someone was calling that lie her down on the surface. But what to do? What I knew that time, acupressure was not my profession, it was my hobby. So what I knew was there is a certain point here. If you press that point in emergency or if someone faints, if you give pressure on this point just below your nose tip, the person revives. So what I did was I just said, don't worry, you give pressure on this area. Then they said, do you know something what to do for her? I said, yes, I know if you allow me. See, you have to take permission whenever you are touching someone for treating someone. You need to take permission. So I said, if you allow me, I can just help her with few areas where I can give pressure. They said, okay, whatever you know, you do something. So I just gave pressure on this area, and you will not believe within 30 to 40 seconds, she opened her eyes and she said, what happened? Why did I fell down? I don't know. And then they gave her water and then she sat down and I walked away. But I was so very happy that with simple knowledge of some pressure point, I could help someone. So this 1 hour is actually a very important time, a time which we'll use not only for ourselves, for others to help. Okay. So before I start the points, the important points, let me introduce me to my main center, Acupressure Shodh Prashikshan Evam Upchar Sansthan. It's a big name, but very important name at Prayagraj, which is working day and night to help hundreds and thousands of people every day without any charge. And they are teaching, not only teaching, but treating and doing research on acupressure. It is at Prayagraj. So I'll show you a small clip where you will get to see the main center and our center Healing Touch, which is also working for everyone. Okay. So I'll share my screen with you. So this was about the main research center. Now let us come to the point. So first and foremost, the first question which comes to the mind is, what is acupressure? Since we are talking about acupressure, the first question which comes to mind is, what is acupressure? So acupressure is actually a branch of Oriental medicine. Oriental medicine means medicine, the way of treatment which has been used since thousands of years in Eastern Asia and all over Asia to treat people through different modalities, including acupressure, acupuncture, different exercises, massage therapy. All these are under Oriental medicine. So acupressure is also a branch of Oriental medicine where the concept says that energy flows through your body through certain pathways. So there are certain areas through which energy is flowing. What we know is we have energy, but where is this energy? This energy is in the whole body. But where exactly is this energy in the whole body? Is it scattered everywhere? Is it there in every cell and working together? So the concept says it flows through certain paths, like blood flows through blood vessel, lymph flows through lymphatic vessel, nerve impulse flows through nerves. Similarly, we have different channels. These channels are not visible. These channels are invisible. So there are some invisible channels through which energy flows and takes care of our body. Okay, so this energy is also called chi. We call it chi. Qi. Qi is pronounced as chi. So this chi flows through the body, and when we treat this chi, see, if water is flowing in a certain path and there's a blockage somewhere, it's blocked somewhere, then what will happen? At one area from where the water was coming, it would be flooded. Yes or no? I can see your thumbs up at least. Yes, so it would be flooded if this area is blocked here, and the other area which is ahead of this blockage would be drought. It would be dry. Same thing happens in the body if the energy is flowing, and for some reason, if there is a blockage somewhere, then one area would be flooded with the energy and another area would be dry. And this is nothing but disease. So at times you will see someone complains of leg ache, also the shoulder pain, or headache, knee pain. I'm just giving you arbitrary example. There can be thousands and n number of examples, but it means to say if there is blockage here, this area may pain and this area may be numb. What is the cause? The cause is the flow of energy is disturbed. So if I can remove this blockage from here, this area, the pain in this area would be treated and also the numbness in this area would be treated. Okay. So the concept of acupressure is if we give pressure on certain areas are fixed areas. The points have already been marked since thousands of years. There are specific areas on the body which are important areas, which are very important areas where if pressure is given in right area, right time, right amount, then it will cure the disease. This is the base, the principle of acupressure. And this acupressure can be done through different modalities, through different ways. The different ways can be either through seed or through color or through magnet or through puncture. So there are different modalities of treatment. If we puncture a certain area, areas are fixed. Okay. So if we puncture that certain area, puncture means we apply needle. Needle doesn't mean the needle we use to stitch. There are different needles, different type of needles we use. Okay. So those different needles we are using to puncture that area, there's a technique for that. Then we call it acupuncture. If on the same area, if we apply a magnet, okay, it's not the fridge magnet, it's not the normal magnet, there are specifically designed magnets for that. So if we apply those magnets on those areas, we call it magnet therapy, right? See, all of you are inquisitive souls, all of you want to learn something. Okay, so it's a request, if you don't write on the screen, everyone will be able to understand the subject. Like Cheyenne is writing on the screen. Whenever you touch the screen, this is Zoom app, okay? And there is an option, you can see a pen on the screen. If you touch that pen, then you will be able to write on the screen. Now, when you write on the screen, it is visible not only to you, but everyone who is in the meeting. So like Cheyenne is writing something on the screen, it is visible to every one of us. So it's a request, you stay away from the screen, listen to what I'm saying, interact with me, but don't write on the screen. Like again, someone has written on the screen. I'll tell you the name also. Whoever is writing on the screen will be asked special questions. Okay, so I'm rubbing off the screen for now, but whoever will write or touch the screen next will answer my question. Okay, so magnet therapy means on the same point, if we apply magnet, we call it magnet therapy. On the same point, on the same area of the body, if we apply color, which color? Normal sketch pens. Like I have a few sketch pens with me. These pens, sketch pens which we use to color, if we apply a certain color which is fixed for that ailment, I'll discuss some ailments with you, which color to apply on which area. If we apply color on that area, we call it color therapy. So you can master in color therapy, because what you need to do, you just need to have some sketch pens. You need to have the knowledge which area to choose for the ailment, and also you need to have the knowledge which color to choose for which area. Okay, is this okay to everyone? Clear to everyone? Then we call it great. Then we call it color therapy. And on the same area where we are treating, instead of puncturing or applying magnet or applying color, if we apply seeds, what type of seeds? Usually we use dry pea seed, gugni. I think all of you must have eaten gugni chaat, isn't it? So gugni is made up of dry pea seed. So that dry pea seed, next time when you eat gugni, just tell yourself this gugni seed can be used to treat also someone. So that is also very important. Okay. So that dry pea seed or methi seed or black pepper seed can be used to treat. How can we use it for treatment? Because we need to apply pressure. Acupressure means giving pressure. So instead of applying pressure with thumb or finger continuously for 10, 15, 20 minutes, if we apply seed, those seeds will give automatically pressure on that area. So we use certain seeds, methi, dry pea seed, black pepper seed, apple seed, etc., etc. Many other type of seeds we use. So that therapy, then we call it as seed therapy. So I'll discuss with you certain ailments where you can use seed therapy, and also certain ailments where we can use color therapy. Are you all ready to know something about certain diseases, which diseases to treat and how to treat? Right? Okay. So you all are going to be small healers. All the very best to every one of you. Let us start with a very common ailment, a very common problem faced by many people, especially students nowadays, is problems related to eye. Okay. So whenever I'm showing you a picture, you can take a screenshot or you can note it down and draw it in your copy, however you are comfortable with. So this area on the thumb, what we have been doing is, in the childhood, what we used to do, we used to make a doll. On the thumb, right? Even now I am grown up, you are not. So you are still drawing, I can understand. So what we do, we draw on the thumb or on the finger to make a doll, right? So this is actually nothing but treating yourself through color therapy. So on the thumb, what you need to do, imagine that there is a face. So if this is face, then you can correlate that this area, the dot, two dots are nothing but eyes. So this is your first joint, just above the first joint, this area, imagine that it is a face of a child or a person. So if it is a face, then where the eyes would be? So first of all, on the first joint, imagine the nose. That is the best thing to do. Imagine nose, which is actually little elevated. Everyone see your thumb, upper part of the thumb, and see, can you see some elevated or raised part? Center part of the thumb is little raised. Then draw a nose there, like I have drawn. So draw a nose. Everyone do it now. And if you have a black pen, then nothing like it. After drawing the nose, Ronak, okay, Ronak will answer. Where will you draw rest of the things? Since Ronak is scribbled on the screen, he will answer. Another way to draw the nose is you divide the thumb, upper part of thumb, into three parts. This is part 1, this is part 2, this is part 3. So in the center part of part 2, this is nose. Okay. Wherever you have drawn nose, you draw eyes on two sides. Okay. And color it full with black color. Which color we are choosing? We are choosing black color. Why black color? Because black color, you can note down, black color kills infection. So we can choose black color wherever needed, wherever I mentioned, because this will reduce infection. And most common problem related to eye is infection only, eye infection only. So watery eye, dry eye, conjunctivitis, red eye, painful eye, tired eyes can be treated through this point. What we need to do, see, very, very simple. Just apply black color on the shown area as shown. Okay. So I request every one of you to show me what you have drawn on the thumb. Bring it close to the camera, wherever the camera is. Okay, you're using blue for now, but fine. Whenever you are using it for treatment, yes, great, great. I can see our Orphos, I can see Kushi Kumaris. Okay, I can see Shwagatos. Very nice. Very nice. Rachit, yes, great. Sagnik, yes, very nice. So this, what you need to remember, don't remember about nose, don't remember about mouth, only remember about eye. For eye problem, we need to apply black color on this area. Is this clear to everyone? So one problem we understood to treat is eye problem, and this eye problem is not one problem, because we can treat tired eyes, we can treat sleepy eyes, we can treat red eye, we can treat watery eye, we can treat dry eye, we can also treat conjunctivitis through these points. So with simple points, we have understood how to treat so many ailments. Okay. Another point that we will understand again through color therapy, which would be really helpful to every one of you, is for stage fear. Okay. So this is a very helpful point, because this point will give you confidence. This is a point for confidence. When you are going on a stage, what you need the most? If Mom ma'am or Sharupa ma'am or head ma'am has asked you to come on the stage and speak in front of everyone without being prepared, how do you feel? Suddenly your heartbeat says dhak 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 dhak, because you don't want to go on the stage to speak. So what you need the most is confidence. Yes or no? Agree everyone? So if you have orange color, apply orange color at the base of left ring finger. Which hand to choose? Left hand. This is left hand. You can make out. If you place your hand in front of the screen, you can see that this is left hand. Okay. Which finger? Ring finger. Where to apply the point? At the base of nail. Which color to choose? Orange. Which pen we are using? Sketch pen. Then you may ask me that orange color is giving me confidence, but suddenly if I need confidence, where will I get this orange color from? Right? This may be a query. That orange color is giving you confidence if you are at home or at class and you know that you need to have confidence. For example, just before your exam, if you want to have more confidence, there's a Viva exam, oral exam, and you need to have more confidence. Apply orange color here. But if you don't have orange color, suddenly what to do? Simply press this area. Which area to press? Just below, this is my left hand. This is my ring finger. This is base of the nail. So I'll press this area. If I press this area is connected to a part of the brain where the impulse is going and giving you more confidence. Is this okay to everyone? Anushka, is this okay? Great. So remember this point. This is a very, very important point. Another point, shall I move on to the next point? Would you like to know about some more points? Okay, so I'll show you one more point which is very important and very effective. We have been using it for many, many people, and this is for acidity. Take a screenshot of this one. This point will help not only you, but also your family members. I know so many people, they pop candy or antacids every day in the morning so that they don't have gas or acidity the whole day. Try this point and give me feedback also. What is shown here? Both hand, small finger. See, there are two hands drawn here, right? So on both hands, small finger and both hand, index finger. So just yo-yo, yo-yo honey sing. So remember it like this. What is the point for acidity and gas? Yo-yo honey sing. Okay. So both hand small finger and both hand index finger and also thumb. It has been used to treat acidity. Where to apply the color? Which color to use? Green color, simple, dark green color. So I'm using simple, normal sketch pen, dark green color. Which joint to use? For index finger and small finger, we are choosing the center, middle one, middle joint. Okay. And for thumb, we are using the outermost joint. Right? Correct? How to apply color? I'll show you on one finger. For rest of the fingers, you will do whichever area I've said, whichever finger I have said, you will see. So I've chosen right hand small finger, middle joint. So all around, it is not only on one side, it is all around. It's like a ring. You can apply green color. So anyone at home, if they're saying I'm having gas trouble, I'm having acidity, then say that instead of taking a medicine, let me treat you. Okay. And you will be super happy the day you treat your first patient. Because without taking science as a subject, without studying science, without doing MBBS and spending time of 5 years, you're healing someone. So this is really real happiness, true sense happiness when you treat your first patient, whether this is for yourself or others. Okay, so this is for gas and acidity, both. And at times, gas and acidity gives a lot of trouble as anxiety or chest pain or palpitations, uneasiness, laziness, not feeling like doing anything. All these can be result of gas and acidity only. Fine. So this is a very important point. Also remember one more thing, kids, that these points, whichever point we are discussing, does not have any side effect. These points are without any side effect. If you don't apply it correctly, then what will happen is there won't be any positive result. That means a person will not feel any change, but there will not be any side effect. That means you're not going to harm anyone. Correct? I'll give you one more very, very important point, which I have already mentioned, but still I'll add one more point with that. Yes, you may have n number of questions at the end, because I know that you all are good learners and you will have queries. We'll discuss the queries at the end. I'll give you time for that. See, there are 2 points mentioned here. One point is at the base of the nose. I gave you one example few minutes back about a lady at Shantiniketan who fell down. So this was the point. The name of the point is GV26. You need not remember the name of the point. It is not going to be very useful to you. But what you need to remember is the point is just below the nose, up above the upper lip. Okay, so on this area, actually, you can remember it as the point of Charlie Chaplin, the mustache area for Charlie Chaplin. Okay, he had a small mustache here, so you can remember it as Charlie Chaplin point. Okay, so this point just below the nose is not only for fainting but also for vertigo, and also important point for fits and epilepsy. If someone is having epileptic attack, epilepsy means मिर्गी. मिर्गी के दौरे पड़ते हैं ना, बहुत बच्चों को, बड़ों को, कई लोगों को होते हैं, मिर्गी के दौरे पड़ रहे हैं. So what to do at that time? What people do is someone is putting a spoon in the mouth, someone is bringing slippers and asking the person to inhale, someone is splashing water. What you do? You give pressure on this point. Okay, This is one point. Another very important point is just below the foot, under the sole. You can see the location of the point. This is in the center of the sole. So this is, how will you mark it? You will see there are two elevated regions here. Vertigo means chakkar aana. Vertigo, जब किसी को चक्कर आता है ना, सिर घूमता है, गिर जाते हैं, so that is chakkar aana. Okay, so under the foot you can see there are two lines. If you're not wearing socks, obviously you're not wearing socks right now, so if you turn your foot and see, then you will see two lines. Okay, so just between the two lines, this is the point. Okay, so this point here, you need not apply red color or green color as shown. This is just to mark the area. So 2 points are, one point is under the foot, another point is under the nose. So both the points are very important. I will tell you one thing. This point is, this specific point is also a very, very important point if someone is under shock. SHOCK, shock. Shock से नहीं लगाना है इस point को. Shock होने पर लगाना है. Which shock? It's not electrical shock. It is some emotional shock. किसी ने कोई ऐसी बात सुनी जिसके कारण उसको बड़ा सदमा लगा. Someone died in the family and the other person is under shock and the person is not speaking. किसी को किसी भी तरीके की अगर सदमा या shock लगता है कोई भी reason से, so you give pressure on this point and we have seen result hundreds of times that the person revives, person comes back to senses. Okay, so both the points are very important. You can take a screenshot, keep it with yourself and tell your family members also. You press it on both the feet, that would be more effective. So tell these points to your family members also, because they may use it for someone who is in need. Another point that I will discuss with you is very, very important point for every one of you. Now, see, you all are in class 8 now. This is not reproduction point. This is a point if whether male or female, see, we all are human beings. If there is any issue, any such problem, like in case of females, if there is some menstrual ailment, menstrual problem means the periods are late, or there is irregularity, or if there is pain, or in case of males, if there is some problem, any problem in the lower part of the body, in the lower abdominal region, then remember this point, take a screenshot of this, and this is not only for you all, but also for family members. Okay, if the females at home are suffering for menstrual problems or ovarian problem or uterine problem, uterus related problem for the mother or sister, if someone is having any type of trouble in the uterus or in the ovary or during menses, this is a very important point. This point will help you equivalent to gynecologist. You may be a small gynecologist for the family. This point looks very simple. This point looks very simple, that we are choosing both hands. Which hand? Both hands. I'll show you how to stick seeds. This is a very, very good question, Priyam. I'll give you answer for that. Here it is shown only one hand, but you choose both hands. Or if the other hand you feel is occupied for some work and you don't want to apply, then you choose only left hand, otherwise choose both hands. Okay. Which finger has been chosen? It is index finger. Index finger means the first finger. Okay. Yes, timing I will tell you. Good questions. And what is used here? It is methi seed. Which seed we are using? Methi seed. How will we stick methi seed here? Using micropore tape. Micropore tape. What is micropore tape? It is a surgical tape. If you go to any of the chemist shop, can you see my screen? I'm showing you through a small window. I hope everyone can see. So this is micropore tape. Okay. So through micropore tape, this is called micropore 3M, and you will get it as 1 inch and half inch. Buy both the type of tapes. This would be useful for you in future also, and very nominal charges for that. So on the tape, what we will do is this is micropore tape. Okay, under it you can, inside of it you can see it is written micropore 3M, M for Mumbai. So what we do, I've chosen 1 inch tape. Tear off a part of it, almost 2-3 inches long part, and then place some methi seeds like this. So can you see? I place some methi seeds. Methi seeds in 2 lines. I'll show you. If you don't have this tape, then you will not be able to apply these points because normal sellotape will not work. It will come out. If it is too urgent to apply and you don't have tape, then you use sellotape. Otherwise, use micropore tape only. Sellotape you will not be able to apply for 7-8 hours or 10 hours. But these points need to be applied for at least 10 hours. So apply these points at night, remove it in the morning. It will hardly take 30 seconds. See, again, I'm showing you how many seeds I've placed. I've placed almost 8 seeds parallelly in 2 lines parallel to each other. Okay. So this part, this side of tape is sticky. So on the sticky part, you can easily stick methi seeds. Okay. Now see which area to place the seed. This is first joint, this is middle joint, this is lowermost joint. So just above the lowermost joint, I'll place the seeds like this. Can you see? I place the seeds and wrap the tape around. This is for any problem related to reproductive organs, whether in male or in female. It is a very, very important point. You can use it for family members also. Okay. Every day apply the points at night, remove it in the morning, do it at least for, like, it depends what ailment you are suffering. If it is 1 day stomach ache means lower abdominal pain because of periods, then maybe 2-3 days application of this point will reduce the pain. Like if there's pain today, apply the point not only at night, but you can apply it any time of the day whenever you are having pain, and gradually you will see the pain subsides. After application of the tape, give pressure on the seed. Okay. But if it is a subsequent event every month you are having this problem, then apply points at least for 10-15 days. Okay. And it is not going to take much of your time, hardly 1 minute every day night. Every day choose fresh seeds. Don't choose the same seed every day, that you take out the tape and you keep it and every day you're applying the same seed. No, because seeds have energy. So you need to take fresh seed every day. Okay. Is this good? Good to everyone? Very important point. Yes. Now another point, which is also very important point. You can take a screenshot of this. If it does not work, then someone is asking me, what if this point is not working? If this point means your reproductive organ related point, then you need either to call me or visit your doctor and find out what the cause of the problem is. Okay. This is a very good point. Again, with color therapy, here we have chosen 2 colors. One is red color and another one is pink color. Which hand we have chosen? This is your right hand. Right hand. Which area we have chosen for the treatment? We have chosen wrist. Right hand wrist. Okay. Which color? Pink plus red. Which color? What type of color has been chosen? Sketch pen. Sketch pen. Okay. So if you divide this line. If you divide this line into 5 zones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So out of 5, you need to choose these 2 areas. So towards the thumb, you will apply pink color, and towards the small finger, you will apply red color. Okay, that would be accurate area to locate for immunity. And every one of us know how important immunity is, isn't it? In these 2 years' time, all of you know the significance, the value of good health, and also the value of immunity and self-protection. तो जैसे बच्चों को काला टीका लगाते हैं, नजर नहीं लग जाए, वैसे अपने आप को ये लाल और गुलाबी रंग का टीका लगाइए ताकि इम्यूनिटी बढ़ जाए. ठीक है ना? क्लियर है सबको? So this therapy is a therapy of this century and of the coming centuries, where people are and people would be. I'll show you one more picture. I'm searching for a picture. See, this is very important picture. One picture, you can take a screenshot. How to make a methi strip. This methi strip is going to help you whenever you are applying pressure on a certain area. See, we have many books on acupressure. Acupressure you can start as hobby. Okay, you never know when it is going to convert to your passion, because when people start getting relief, then you will be super happy that you are helping someone. Like you have drawing hobby, or you have singing hobby, or you have dancing hobby. Similarly, you can develop acupressure as a hobby. It is not going to take much of your time. Basic classes, you know, it starts with 2 days, 3 days duration. In 3 days workshop, you learn almost about 40 diseases. Okay, so there are different areas all over India where these workshops are conducted. Even we conduct it for our students and for elderly people also. So 2 days, 3 days workshop will help you. And then you start practicing. On whom to practice? You don't need a chamber. You have people around you. Whoever is in need, whether the person is your helper at home, or some rickshaw wala, or some sabji wala, or a person, your friends, your relatives, your neighbors, your family members, whoever is in need, start applying the point. Okay, start application of the point. And these are only a few points which we have discussed because of constraint of time, but there are hundreds of points for beginners, for people like you who can use those points 100% safely with no side effect. Okay, we have many YouTube videos also, where we have many Facebook videos also, healing touch, the mystic power of acupressure. I'll share the link also with Mom Mitra ma'am, and she can share it with you. There are almost 80 plus videos on single points. We have more than 14,000 protocols for different ailments. Okay, but there are more than 80 videos on Facebook where only one point is mentioned for one disease. So you can choose, you can learn, you can understand those points. So for simple problem like nose block, what we do, we take a medicine. But next time if there is nose block, you give pressure on this area. Where to give pressure to? Now don't apply pressure like this. How to apply pressure? You have to apply pressure like this. So use both index finger, both first fingers, and place it just below the nostril. I know someone, very good friend of mine, and the person is head of a very big company at Gurgaon. Okay, and 2 days back he called up and he said, I'm having severe nose block. Do you have some points for that, or I need to take medicine? I said, definitely we have points for that. So you do one thing, you come on video call, I'll tell you the points, and you give pressure. So what he did, he came on the video call. I showed him the area. I said, you give pressure on this area right now in front of me. Okay. And within 2 minutes, he said, yes, my nose is now flowing. That means water is coming out. Previously it was blocked. He was unable to inhale also. Now the nose started running, water started coming out of the nose, and within 15-20 minutes he said, now I can at least inhale. Then I said, if you can inhale now, take steam and gargle. And by morning he was perfectly fine. So did he have to take any medicine? No, he avoided medicine. So better to avoid medicine when it is not urgent. I am not saying that don't visit a doctor. I am not saying don't don't take a medicine if it is very urgent, but you can avoid medicines, you can avoid pills if it is not very urgent. For simple ailments, every time taking an antibiotic or taking a paracetamol is only going to harm us. Okay, so there are marvelous points for memory, there are marvelous points for sudden bleeding. If there is some cut or wound or injury and it is bleeding profusely, we have special points. We have good points for constipation, we have good points for cervical spondylitis, we have very good points for abdominal pain. Okay, for abdominal pain, at least I'll tell you one point which is very important. Just fold your palm like this. Every one of you fold your palm like this and you can see a small groove, isn't it? हथेली के बीच में आपके एक छोटा सा गड्ढा बन जाता है ना? यहाँ देखिए एक छोटा सा गड्ढा है. So this groove is the point to be pressed when it is stomach ache. Okay, so if there is abdominal pain, we need to give pressure on this point. See how I'm pressing? I've kept my fingers on the back and give pressure on this point. Okay, so just take a dry pea seed. I'll show you how this dry pea seed looks like. See, I have a small kit. This is my box where there you can see there are some magnets and some dry pea seeds and some methi seeds. Okay, some rajma, some black pepper, all these are in this kit only. Along with this kit, there's another pouch where I keep this roller. This roller is for rolling all over the hand for good health. If you roll it every day, all the pressure points on the hand can be pressed. Okay, this is a wrist ring. Wear it in the wrist and roll it all over. There is a thumb pad. This is called a thumb pad. Wear it in your thumb and press it. Whenever you are sitting idle, just press it, because all the points are, most of the points are on the palm and feet only. So if you press all the points, then somewhere or the other, it is going to help you only, isn't it? So press it on the palm. There is a small ring. Many of you must have seen this ring. This is a small ring made up of spring actually, and wear it in the finger and roll it all over, up and down. You may ask me where all these things are available. These things are available in any of the acupressure store. It is available in our main research center. It is available in our chamber. These are also available at times in fairs. आप कभी कभी देखोगे मेले वगैरह में स्टॉल लगते हैं, उसमें भी ये सब चीजें मिलती हैं. So you can collect it wherever it is reachable. You can collect it from the chamber in Salt Lake, or we have one in Park Circus also. And there are many other places where you can get these things. These are very, very cheap, but it will make a first aid kit for you. So you make a box and you keep all these things in your kit. Okay. So whenever someone is having some problem, ask a person, take a roller and simply roll it all over the palm. If you have dada, dadi, nana, nani, or elderly person at home, ask the person that whenever you are sitting, you just roll the ring on all the fingers, because somewhere or the other, some or the other point would be pressed, which is going to help the person. Okay, so keep all these things handy, because these are without any side effect. I am repeating it again, and very simple to use and is going to help. Okay, now it's time for you to ask me question. You just raise hand and I'll ask your name. I'll call out your name. You can ask me question. Sharupadi, is this okay?
Yes, yes, yeah, it's absolutely okay. But I want to say something to my students, that
Yes.
one by one you will ask the question, not together. It's not possible for a human being to answer all the questions together. Okay.
Okay.
So one by one.
Okay.
Definitely.
They'll ask one by one. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Debangshi. Yes, Debangshi. What's your question?
Ma'am, if the pain is here, this is a gastric pain.
Okay. Left side below the rib cage. Is
Yes,
this
ma'am.
so, Debangshi?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Who is having this type of pain?
Ma'am, I have some time.
So you
What
stay
should-
hungry for long hours?
No, ma'am.
What time you take your breakfast?
9 o'clock I take.
And what time you take your lunch?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock? Okay. And what time you take your dinner?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Okay. And you eat a lot of bhujia
No,
and fried things?
little.
Little. Okay. You drink water, sufficient water every day? So you do one thing, Debangshi. What is happening is this is actually most probably. See, I've only spoken to you for a few minutes. I need to talk to you for minimum 25 minutes to understand what this pain is, but it looks like gastric pain only. Okay. So you do one thing, take more water. You must be taking not more than 3-4 glasses of water. Start taking at least 7-8 glasses, minimum 7-8 glasses of water. 7-8 glasses of water doesn't mean only water. You may take it in the form of chach, you may take it in the form of juice, you may take it in the form of normal shikanji, you may take it in the form of any liquid, not tea. Okay, you may take it in the form of milk. So any form of liquid diet will help you. And also take a lot of warm water. Those who want to reduce weight, if you want to reduce your weight also, because now you are in class 8, I know all of you are conscious about how you look and how you behave. So take a lot of warm water. This will clean your system also, and this will also reduce gastric problem.
Ma'am, and for eye power, what should I do?
For eye power, it's a very good question. Eye power, what we need to do, you massage all around the eye. So this is eye orbit. Okay, this is called eye orbit. So all around the eye, you give pressure. This is for everyone, because so much of time we are spending in front of screen. So our eyes are getting tired of the blue rays which are falling on the eyes, the light waves which are falling on the eyes continuously. So all around the eye, you give pressure. This is a very good question. This will take care of eye problem. Okay. And
ma'am,
Debangshi, you also apply green color on all the 6 fingers which I've shown. Okay. Yes.
excuse me, ma'am.
Or yes.
Ma'am, ma'am, if there is any need for contact, how to contact you?
Contact detail I'll share again on the screen, but Shorupa ma'am or Mom Mitra ma'am may give the contact. But I'll say every one of you at least should know little about acupressure as hobby. Okay, so whenever you have time after your examinations, or whenever time permits, or whenever Mom ma'am or Shorupa ma'am tells you, guides you, you attend at least some classes to understand more about this therapy and develop it as a hobby. And then you will understand more about significance of good health. Okay.
Excuse me, Vitanchal.
Yes, ma'am.
Before you contact, definitely we have to ask ma'am that is. That is why I'm telling you, don't share your number in the chat box right now.
Okay,
So,
no problem, ma'am.
If they have any doubt, they will write it down. I will request, now the question answers is going on, but if it is not within our time, I will request the students, because they have the attendance monitor per section, 5 attendance monitor. Okay, they will jot it down, all the doubts, or how they will do. The students, those who have the doubt, please send your query to your attendance monitor, and attendance monitor will jot it down together and give it to your respective class teacher.
Is this okay to everyone?
And class teacher will send it to me. We will answer. Is it clear,
Okay.
students? So
Okay.
don't worry that your turn is come or not. Don't worry. Definitely write down your doubt or query. Chanchal ma'am will definitely help it out, and we will ask ma'am also how to communicate next
Sure,
time.
sure, ma'am. Sure,
Okay.
ma'am. Okay,
Thank
ma'am. Orko. And one question per person. Okay, one student will ask one question. Yes, Orko.
Yes, ma'am.
I have
Ma'am,
Orko
ma'am, in many
Bhattacharya.
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in many times when I wake up from the sleep, I have very much pain in my ribs.
Oh, is it? Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. I have very much pain in the ribs, and uh, when I exhale the gas, my stomach pains when I exhale the gas out
Again,
of
you
the
are
body.
having gastric problem, baby. Because see, I'll tell you, it's really painful to know that you little kids, especially who are full of energy, are bound at home. Okay, you are unable to go out, you are unable to go and out and play outdoor games, and whole day you're eating junk. This is the truth, isn't it? Whenever we are feeling hungry, we are eating something or the other. So, and not taking enough amount of water. So this is a cause of gastric problem to many of us. So drink more water, Orko, and take deep breath. Practice deep breathing exercise. One more thing I'll tell you all. Orko's question is very important. See, Orko, can you see me?
Yes,
Bring
ma'am.
your index finger at the base of the thumb. All of you can do it. Right now, do it. Bring your index finger. This is your first finger. Bring it at the base of the thumb and give pressure with your thumb. Like you say, na wow. Don't say wow like this. Say wow like this. Okay. So when you do like this, and three fingers should be straight. Three fingers should not be like this. It should be straight. Keshav, is this okay? Yes, it should be straight. Three fingers should be straight. This is a very good mudra. This is called mudra. This is a very good mudra which you have to do on both hands. And if you do it at least for 1 minute also every day, you will see gastric problems can be solved. So before you sleep, Orko, practice this. Sleep with this mudra. Okay,
ma'am.
and when you wake up in the morning, then also make this mudra for at least 1-2 minutes.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, yes.
Ma'am, and we have to apply pressure on these areas
Which area? I cannot see. Which area
for
you have
nose
to?
blockage.
Arey, wow, you have drawn it so well. Very beautiful. Yes, yes. For nose blockage on this area.
Okay,
Very
ma'am.
nice.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you to you too, Orko, for understanding it so well. Ritisha.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what is your
Ma'am, I
question,
want
dear?
to say, ma'am, I want to say that sometimes I have pain in my neck area. So what to do that time?
For neck area pain, see, this we call as wooden jimmy. So rub it on the back side of the thumb. Okay, rub it on the back
Okay,
side
ma'am.
of the thumb for neck area pain. Also, if you don't have a jimmy, wooden jimmy, then simple pen or pencil will do. Press it. Okay, rub it all over the back side of the thumb. This will reduce neck pain and shoulder pain.
Thank you, ma'am.
Deboshmita.
Ma'am, during our eye disorder, we have to draw the face on which hand?
Any of the hand, left or right or both.
Okay,
You can
ma'am.
choose left or right or both.
Ma'am, I have
Anushka.
a
Yes, 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 dear.
ma'am. In special, is there is any point to reduce laziness and hair fall,
Reduce
ma'am?
laziness. Exercise every day in the morning.
And about ma'am hair fall?
For laziness, I'll give you one more point. Okay. You do one thing. You place some methi seeds on a flat surface. Shall I show you? It will take few minutes time, but I'll show you. This is a very good question. Exercise every day in the morning. Along with that, you place some seeds on a flat surface. I'm taking a 1/2 inch micropore tape. And these are all methi seeds, okay? Now tear it off. And on the back side of the ear. So on the back side of the ear, you need to place it. Okay, from up to down. If this is, I'll show you. If this is your ear from front, okay, this is ear. And this is the back side of the same ear, which is connected to the head. Then you will see there is a groove here. This is front. This is back. There's a groove here. You can see someone's ear at home. There's a groove here. So what we need to do, we will place this strip of methi here. So how is it going to work? Because it activates the nervous system. So if it activates the nervous system, that means it activates the brain and also activates spine. Plus, remember gastric points. So if there is gastritis, gas and acidity in the body, then you will have a lot of laziness. Plus exercise. Plus water. So this is for laziness. This laziness is not only for one reason. For laziness to treat, activate your nervous system, reduce gastric problem, take a lot of water, and also exercise every day.
Ma'am, is this part?
Which part? I've shown you, na? See anyone else's ear. You'll not be able to make out yours. You can see a groove behind the ear. Okay, let me come to the next question. This is Ankit Paroi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, dear.
How to see that you are hydrated or dehydrated? How to check it?
Very good question. How to check whether you are hydrated or whether you are dehydrated? Because some people say you should drink 3 liters of water. Some says you should drink 2 liters of water. Some says 2.5 liters of water. So how much water is sufficient? How 3 liters of water for a 5-year-old and 50-year-old can be same. So it would be different for different people. So how to understand how much water you should drink? How much water you should drink? You check your urine. Check urine. When you pass out your urine, before flushing it, check the color. If it is yellow color, then that means you should drink more water. If it is light yellow, slightly yellow, that is perfectly fine. Okay. If it is ekdam white, transparent, then that means you're taking more than sufficient. Okay. So actual color of urine is straw colored. We call it straw colored. STRAW. Straw means light yellow colored. So your urine should not be yellow or dark yellow, and at times it becomes orange when people are dehydrated. So urine will guide you whether you are hydrated or dehydrated. Okay. Yes, excess water will definitely cause harm because it will damage kidney. If you should have 10 glasses of water and you're taking 20 glasses of water, your kidney will have to function more to excrete out excess urine and excess water. So that is overwork. So this will damage kidney. So I think there are still, I can see almost 10 raised hands. I know you all have queries. you give your questions to your class monitor, and the questions would be passed on to the related person. Today we'll end the session. Now for time being, I'll hand over the speaker to Sharupa ma'am. But you definitely give your questions. It was great pleasure talking to you all, interacting with you all, and seeing your inquisitive faces. So my best wishes to every one of you for understanding and learning this therapy and using it for those who are in need. Okay. So I would like ma'am to say and give her feedback how
Yes,
the experience was.
yes,
Ma'am. Over to
Chanchal,
you.
two session I did, and I saw today also the actually 6 is small one, and 8 is slightly senior. So more inquisitiveness, many questions, and they're so attentive. I really liked it, and thank you to you. Actually, this is really very good session, useful session. Uh, we enriched a lot. Thank you so much, Chanchal. And I told you to my students once more the process, the attendance monitors are there. Please send your query, your doubts to them, and they will jot it down and they will pass it to the class teacher. I have already intimated to your class teacher, so don't worry. And they will make it together and send it to me or mom, and we will send you a Chanchal. Thank you for them to guide, and definitely I will ask ma'am also if she permits, and you will also may talk with ma'am. Then we will share. We have the WhatsApp group. We will share the contacts or how to contact me. There will be no problem. Thank you so
No
much.
problem at all. Thank you so much, and thank you every one of you for listening to me so attentively.
Yes,
Thank you
yes.
so much. Love you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
God
Thank
bless
you,
you.
ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
My pleasure. My
Thank you, ma'am.
pleasure.